Boruto is about to unlock many new Shinjutsus, and Kaguya's Rinnesharingan is a solid proof of it. The wordplay of Shinjutsu and Shinju tree used by Kishimoto could act as a huge teaser for the most awaited events. Unlike Naruto, Boruto is destined to consume a chakra fruit, but it would be different than the other ones. So why do I think so, and could it be a key to Boruto awakening the power of Omnipotence? Let's find out. The sequel of Naruto has been all about why it's hard to retain peace, even in the most peaceful era. Unexpected calamities and misfortune can turn around even the best times of a person's life. Something similar happened to Boruto when he chose to go on a mission with Sasuke to save his father from Momoshiki. He fell prey to a prophecy that was easily avoidable, only if he hadn't put himself in a position where he had to prove everyone wrong. He was seen as a cheater, a powerless coward who made the Hokage feel shame and humiliation. Ironically, the twist of fate in his life made him more powerful than most people around him thanks to the karma. But was the karma enough to win against the unprecedented fate that he was made aware about? The answer is an absolute no. Boruto will soon need to become the most powerful in the verse, and the only way to reach such feat is the chakra fruit of earth. Now before you guys say he's not a power hungry individual and his goals are different than putting an alien clan down to their knees, hear me out. The recent invasion of Koda on Konoha has brought the claw grimes in action. They are said to be the most horrific thing that mankind could expect, and their ability to turn anyone into trees with just a single bite is the main thing here. These grimes will keep on making everyone their prey till they run into an Otsutsuki, which would lead to them bearing a chakra fruit. It seems like the chakra of the people that they turn into trees directly goes to the main Jubi that will harvest the divine fruit. So what will happen if they consume a cyborg who has the DNA of an Otsutsuki god? Well, technically speaking, the chakra fruit must possess some omni powers, and the one who consumes it should automatically become a demigod. Assuming the chakra fruit of earth will have the power of every creature who lived and died on the planet, along with the subjects of Shibai or Otsutsuki, it's not out of question for this fruit to grant the consumer the power of omnipotence. I hope you are getting where it's going. The divine fruit has been harvested in the future scene. The bodies of Aita and Daemon were enough for the ritual. Now the conflict of the Kama duo is all about who will eat the chakra fruit. Kawaki wants to send Boruto to the time frozen realm cause the time related powers of his Jogen won't work there. He would then consume the Omni fruit to defeat the Otsutsuki clan and release the whole mankind in a new reality where there won't be any divisions or systems like the shinobi regime. Boruto on the other hand knows that consuming the chakra fruit would grant him the power of omnipotence, so he can easily reverse the mass destruction and all the mishap that has happened with the shinobi world. The fight of the Hokage mountain is nothing more than a battle of power. It's not like Boruto defeating Kawaki would lead to his redemption. The fight will most likely get intervened by a third person. Even if Kawaki is defeated, he might decide to release the fire style on his own body, thus his pride and ego won't let him die by the hands of an Otsutsuki, while Boruto upon gaining the Shinjutsu of Shinjutsus must be able to wrap the reality in his own favor. He could easily reverse time and eliminate the Jutsus and Jubi from the mortal world, only to make it safe from Otsutsuki attacks. The reason I believe Boruto eating the chakra fruit would lead to Shinjutsu Awakening is not only because of Aita and Daemon, but also due to the fact that Kaguya upon consuming the divine fruit awakened the Rinnesharingan. It is said the only way to awaken this power was the consumption of the chakra fruit harvested on earth. There is no contradictory statement when it comes to identifying this eye as a Shinjutsu. It has been awakened by an Otsutsuki, and the means of its awakening haven't been replicated by another Otsutsuki. So Boruto awakening a similar or even greater power is a really plausible possibility. You guys might be thinking I would theorize the Jogen being an outcome of Boruto consuming the chakra fruit, but the complexity of the next theory says otherwise. He already had the Jogen even before he became the vessel of Momoshiki. The purpose of Jogen is to enlighten the dark path that he's walking, which is different than making him more powerful. He is supposed to train and seek the ways of getting stronger by himself. The pure eye will only get him out of situations that are too hard to handle. So how is the Jogen and the chakra fruit exactly related to each other? Well, this takes us to the Otsutsuki god connection of the pure eye. This panel from Ishiki's final sermon features the Otsutsuki god with eyes similar to the Jogen in the background. When Shibai Otsutsuki was revealed and was shown to possess the dojutsus of every Kama warrior, it made one thing clear that Boruto has ties to the divine. The consumption of chakra fruits exalted the stature of Shibai, which come from the harvestation of a Shinju tree. Shinju refers to a god in Japanese, and Shinjutsu literally means godly technique. This yet another time proves that in order for an individual to awaken awaken a Shinjutsu, he will need to eat a fruit from the Shinju tree. The reason Omnipotence is regarded as the Shinjutsu of Shinjutsus is because it can create divine abilities from scratch. A good theory to support this statement can be found in the curious case of Daemon, whose formidable power could be a result of either subconsciously wishing for his protection. That's why Boruto gaining this ability is the only way left for him to gain everything back. Now the question remains, why was he given the Jogan at first place? It would have made sense for him to awaken this power after eating the chakra fruit, but why is it the other way around? Well, to understand this, we will need to understand the concept of good and evil in the story in an extensive manner. The dark chakra was introduced to tease the Jogan, as the eye was able to identify anyone suffering from it. But what if I tell you this concept of dark chakra was already used by Kishimoto in a Naruto movie? In Naruto Shippuden, the movie Bond, dark chakra made its debut in the franchise, originating from the negative emotions of the heart. It was even shown that tail beasts can utilize this chakra, and the next thing was even more interesting. This form of chakra is known to amplify the pre-existing desires for power. This means it could make an individual madly obsessed over getting more powerful. Something similar happens in case of an Otsutsuki who strive hard for millions of years to evolve into a peerless existence. Now the twist with Boruto is that his eye belonged to a deity who had already achieved such feat, so it enables him to see other individuals who have this lust of power in them. This explains why Boruto's Jogan was active when he met Momoshiki in the chakra realm or during his fight with Urashiki. He can sense the greed of power, and Otsutsukis are the creatures who have it in abundance. However, once an Otsutsuki like Shibai evolve into a peerless existence, they understand the difference between good and evil and why everything needs to be balanced. This could be the reason why he granted Boruto his special eye. He wants him to balance the destruction that's being caused by Kawaki, who has the power of his left eye. If you guys are familiar with Pokemon, you must be aware about Dialga, Palkia and Giratina and how they represent time, space and destruction. The right eye of Shibai represents time, cause the Jogan is shown to manifest time-related powers. The left eye represents space, as Kawaki is able to use it in sending everything to a separate realm. And the third eye apparently reflects destruction and could be associated with code. There is even a trilogy of Creator, Preserver and Destroyer found in Hinduism, which also hints at Shibai's involvement with the Kama trio. I'm about to cover it in a future video very soon, so don't forget to subscribe. Coming back to Boruto, while we can't say he is the chosen one of Otsutsuki God, he has definitely got the key which connects him to the deity. Even in Samurai 8, Hachimaru was given the Samurai key, which ultimately took him to the warrior god. Now that Kishimoto wasn't able to make the best out of his samurai manga, he's trying his best to implement those concepts in Boruto. So we can assume that Jogan is the key to Boruto becoming a fearsome warrior, and the true reason of his Otsutsuki transformation must be to devour a divine tree to unlock godly abilities. There are still a few questions surrounding the new power-ups of Boruto, like how exactly did he unlock the Uzuhiko Rasengan, and is it a normal technique or a divine one? Well, the title of chapter 75 was called The Domain of Gods, and it's very likely for such place to exist in the Narutoverse. The names of Code, Aida, Daemon and Bug have been inspired from various elements of computer programming. A domain is also one of such terms and could refer to the throne of Shibai in the context of Boruto. Find out more about this theory in this video and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stuff. I will see you next time.